This is a quick demonstration about how to use an article to find a test. Now sometimes it could be a lot more complicated than this, and sometimes it's easier. I'm going to open an article that I found, and this article is Academic Procrastination Frequencies and Cognitive Behavior Correlates. And this is a 1984 article. So it's older, Journal of Counseling Psychology. Now I'm interested in finding a procrastination scale. So I found this article, it's on my topic, even though it's a little old. And if I scroll down through this, I am going to see different parts of this study. Here's your lit review and here's your method. And through here you're going to find different scales listed. So if I go down to this, I see self-report measures. We developed a procrastination assessment scale. And remember that this scale, I don't believe is in, let me go down to the end of this article. I don't think it's pasted at the end in the appendix, but sometimes it's a good idea to go down and see if it is. And it's not here. So this was written in 1984. So there's a chance that someone has posted this out there for free. If you find the test you're interested in Mental Measurement Yearbook, that database, that will cost you money. So you don't really want to find it there if you're trying to find a scale to use for your surveys. So going down to the method section again, back to the self-reported measures, I'm just going to copy this, I'm not going to do it right now, Procrastination Assessment Scale for students, and it's the acronym is PASS, and you can see the first footnote there for that. And so I actually could go down to the, let's see, it's not going to do it for me that way, let me go back. This is going to be, here, it's telling me right here, a copy of the Procrastination Assessment Scale students is available from the author's request. So you could actually go and find, if the authors are out there online, find their list of publications, find their email address, and then email them and ask if they can send it to you. But make sure that you do your work to see you can't find it first. This is 1984, so probably it's out there somewhere. Okay, so going back to the actual title of the test, we're going to go back up here again, and this test is named right here, and then of course it's the students, for students. So I'm going to copy that, and the people who made this scale are actually the authors of this article. So it's Solomon and Rothblum. Okay, so I'm going to minimize this and go ahead and go to the library databases. So I'm opening up library databases, and first I'm going to check Mental Measurement Yearbook to see if this scale is in there. Usually if the scale is listed in there, it's going to cost you money and you're not going to get it for free. So let me add the Moody Library database, the web page for the Moody Library into my search URL box and open that a little bit wider. And now you can see that someone is monitoring chat online, and I'm going to go ahead and go to the full text article databases. Now even though Mental Measurement Yearbook does not have full text articles, it's actually reviewing different tests. You're going to get to it through the same way. Let me see if I can make this down here a little bit. I'm going to click on Psychology and Sociology, and I'm going to Mental Measurement Yearbook. And these, like I said, if it's listed in here, it's going to cost you money. Here's my login that I've asked the computer to remember for the portal login, or my.hbu.edu for me. This authenticates that I am actually faculty, staff, student of HBU. And this opens it for me. Let me pull this over here a little bit so you can see a little more of the screen. So this is not really looking for articles, this is looking for test reviews. I'm going to paste this in here. I'm going to go ahead and take the word students off because I'm not real sure how that dash will appear in this database. You can see there's other ways that you can limit this down, and you also have different ways you can limit down in mental measurement yearbooks, which is really cool. You can look by the test name, which is what we're doing, by author, the test category, let's see what else, the acronym, which for this test would be PASS, the purpose, what it actually scores, like depression or procrastination or whatever. Also, we found scales for indecisiveness for procrastination. And then this is the yearbook volume, because mental measurement yearbook started as a set of books. So, and then it went online. So if you knew what book you're looking for, you could actually put the yearbook in there and then the publication year. So let's go ahead and run this and see what we get. And we have no results, which is excellent because we really don't want to find this scale in here. Now, if I just go ahead and take off assessment scale, and I'm looking for the keyword procrastination, and I just run that, let me take this off. It's going to look for any of the tests with procrastination in there listed. So I could actually look for the word procrastination in the test name, or the what it scores, or the purpose. I could look for it that way, or just leave it at select a field. Now, just to get more, I'm going to go ahead and pull this back, because it could be procrastinator, procrastination, anything. This is just showing you how you can use mental measurement yearbooks to find more tests on your topic. Now, only 2 came up, which I don't really quite believe why that's coming up. I don't think that's going to be what we needed at all. But anyway, the good thing is that we don't really want to find one in here because we don't want to have to pay for it. Let's just try depression. And we'll go ahead and run that. Like I said, anything in mental measurement yearbook, those tests that come up here, these reviews, are going to cost you money. And if you, let's just try this one, Children's Depression Inventory. If I actually click on that, this is there's usually 2 reviews, and this is the report that we're getting. Scoot this over a little bit. And you can see it gives you the author's names, publication date, publisher's information, the purpose of the test, the ages that they're going to give the test to, and then what it scores. It's a group administration, the time it takes, the forms, the price data. Remember, if you're looking at something that's an older date here, you're going to have to go and update that. And then comments, cross-references that you get in the mental measurement yearbooks about the test. This is who reviewed the test. And then you've got other information. All of this right here is just the record, so don't forget to scroll down, look at the rest of it. Now here's the actual report. You could actually download this to your MP3 player if you want to, and you can choose what accent you want. But this is one report right here. Then there's another report below it, so there's actually 2 reviews in here, and you can get a lot of information that you need for your reports on the test in this mental measurement yearbook. But this is the ones that cost money. So let me go ahead and back out of here and go back to the library's web page. I'm just going to hit the back button and see where that takes me. It's taking me back out, and probably easier just to go ahead and type in the URL. So hbu.edu/Moody, and we're going back to the databases. So I'm going back to psychology databases, find articles on the left side, psychology and sociology in the middle, and then we're going to go ahead and try PsycTest. Now PsycTest is only a set of tests that are in here. Sometimes it won't give you enough information about the test for the reports that you might have to fill out for your class. But let's go ahead and paste this one in here. Again, I'm going to take the word students off, just I'm not sure about that dash. And we're now in PsycTest. This is not looking for articles, this is looking for test, okay? More instruments. Now the ones that are in here are for free, and you'll have to read the record to see. And here's what we need: procrastination assessment scale, students. And this report was made, I don't know if it's going to tell me when it was made. If I look at the record for this test, this is what I can get from here, and I can get more information here. Okay, And then if I actually click on the PDF, this is the PsycTest database from EBSCO. I've got 7 pages here. This is from the record. And area procrastination, you can read this. Writing a term paper, all these information here. Studying for exams, these are the questions they're asking. And scroll down. And you'll have to read this through and see if it tells you how to score it or not. If you cannot find anybody telling you how to score it, then you've got to go look at the articles and see if you can read the articles and find out how they scored it. Or maybe even look in books or look and actually email the authors to see how it's scored. Okay, so there it is. All you're getting there is the complete test. You are not getting that much information about the test itself. Okay, so that was using PsycTest. So let me go ahead and go back to the library's homepage. Or actually, I can just go back and go back again. I actually could go to the result list, but there's 3 that came up. So if you didn't like one, you could actually go look for some other. Here's procrastination inventory. And remember earlier I mentioned that you could actually use the word indecisiveness. And I'm not sure if it's going to be indecisiveness. I'll just truncate that and see what we get. Okay, we got indecision, 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 and here's indecisiveness scale. So that one is also in here that you could look through and see if you wanted to use it. But like I said, you might have to do some more investigation to get more information about the actual test itself so that you can fill out all the different psychometric properties that you need to find. Okay, so let me close out of that and go back to the HBU meeting and go back to this find articles using databases. Now in the psychology and sociology list, you are going to find PsycArticles and also PsycINFO. Both of these have different limits that you can pull up articles that are actually using your test that you're interested in, or similar tests, or you can actually just search by keywords. So I'm going to come in here. You could actually look for, let's see here. These are all these fields that you can use. For this I'm going to use the test and measures field. I'm clicking on it. That puts it's limiting to that field, and I can actually put the word procrastin, and I can truncate that. So I can get procrastination. Actually, I want a procrastinator, anything with procrast, and that can be searched in the title of each instrument in there. And now I've got several different ones that are actually articles using about procrastination that are using scales with this word, and our instruments with this word in the title of those scales. So you can actually look at these PDFs, maybe if that's your topic. You can actually update to see if there's any later someone citing this article, getting more information since what's the date on this, 2012. If I open the record for this, I will actually get more information about the article or the study. And if you scroll down the test and measures field, which is what we searched, you see other names of more test and measures that might be looking for or asking the questions that you're really interested in. So if you need help finding these scales, just let us know. We will help you try to see if we have any of those scales. This is just a quick overview on how to use PsycArticles or even PsycINFO to find more information about scales on your topic. If I go ahead and just paste this in here, I'm going to hurry because I'm running out of time. Let's see if we get anything. I do get some. So when you look at these are people that are using that scale or talking about that scale, and that would be where you'd find out more information about your study. So here you go, here it is right here, they're using that. So then you would go read the article and see what they say about that instrument that they used, okay? All right, I hope that helps you a little bit, and I will save this and talk to you later.